You're a murderer. You kill all my vibes. You a killer. Don't let the dance stop. You're a murderer. You kill all my vibes. You a killer. Don't let the dance stop. You're a murderer. You kill all my vibes. You a killer. Don't let the dance stop. You're a murderer. You kill all my vibes. You a killer. Don't let the dance stop.
Hey guys, Dallas again with Chaos Fragrances. Today we're back with another fragrance review / fragrant face-offs episode. Today we're going to be taking a look at Invictus Aqua 2018 and Invictus Aqua 2016. Now I'm going to do this video a little bit differently since I haven't reviewed either Invictus Aqua formulation yet on my channel. What I think I'm going to do is review this one just like I normally would review a fragrance, and then kind of towards the end I'm going to compare the two together and tell you what I think about both of them, which one is better and all of that. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1 here. I didn't want to make a review just dedicated to this one, then later on make a comparison. I just kind of want to do it all in one video, and that's what we're going to do. So with all that said, guys, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. That way I know you guys are enjoying the content. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And with that, let's go and get right into it. Now, I do realize I'm kind of late to the party as far as reviewing this one goes. I really wasn't wanting to pay retail for this, and I was able to pick this one up online for about $50 when I saw it, so I just jumped on it. So that's why I'm doing this video now. But with this one, when you first spray it, you're definitely going to get a lot of fruity notes with it, some citrus. You get that typical kind of Invictus DNA in there, the fruitiness of that, but you get this aquatic, slightly salty touch to it, and it gives it that aqua. And it's what makes it a little bit better for warmer weather, for spring, for summer. And it's something that is very nice smelling. You guys know I'm a huge fan of this DNA, and it just is this very nice, youthful, playful, just like chill, just casual, fun type of smell. It just smells like something you'd want to wear to the beach when you just want to have a lot of fun, and you know, it's just so casual, so laid back. I'm a really big fan of the violet leaf in this fragrance. It's definitely a note that I really like, and it combines with this kind of woodsiness. And in the dry down, there's actually something called amberwood. Amberwood is used in Mason Francis Kirkjohn's fragrance called Baccarat Rouge 540, or however you pronounce that. I'm sure I pronounced it wrong and people are gonna get pissed off, but it's used in that fragrance as kind of one of the main notes, and they actually use it in this one. That mostly comes up in the dry down in the base, and it's kind of supposed to give it this kind of deep sea accord. I know reading on Fragrantica, it's some sort of, yeah, like deep sea accord or something that they call it, which is definitely unique, and that's something that I don't believe the 2016 version has. Now, I don't pick up on that too much in the dry down, but I think it does kind of give it a little bit of an extra oomph to it, the whole composition itself, and it's actually pretty nice. So touching on compliments real quick with this one, pretty much the same as the 2016 as far as compliments go, which is no big surprise. It's a big compliment getter. I've had the most compliments with the 2016 version. Again, compliments from people who've never complimented me before, and that's really no exception with this one. This one does great in the compliment category. You really can't go wrong with it, and it just works. So versatility, not the most versatile. It's really, like I said, more of a summer casual fragrance. It's something that you wear just when you want to have fun, when you want to smell like a fun guy. And it's really about all there is. It's definitely not something you'd wear dressed up to like a dinner or a wedding or something like that. Definitely not for that. Just more for a beach day, more for vacation, just casual situations like that in the spring and summertime. Not much for winter as far as terms of smell goes. You could wear it in the winter if you want, obviously. I say wear what you want when you want. You're gonna do what you want anyway. So you could wear this in the winter. Just as far as generalizing it, the type of fragrance it is, it's not really one that you would wear in the winter, being that it is a fresh aquatic fragrance. Let's go and jump into the performance on this one real quick, and that is where the drawbacks start to come into play a little bit. Now, depending on your skin chemistry, the old Invictus Aqua, I got over 12 hours plus longevity every time. Very good projection, and I know some people said it didn't last long at all. It lasted less than the original, blah blah blah, but for me, the 2016 lasted me a really long time, so that's what I'm going to be comparing this one to. So comparing this to the 2016 version, it's not as good. This comes in at about the upper range of moderate, it's about 7 to 8 hours. Now that's not bad at all. That's actually pretty good for a fresh fragrance, but for me it doesn't live up to the 2016. I'm not going to compare it too much to that yet. So performance is moderate. 7 to 8 hours I usually get. It does sit a little bit closer to the skin, but still it will get you noticed, and it is something that you could spray on maybe just a little bit heavier so that you will get noticed. You'll get a little bit better longevity and projection out of it. But again, it's not that the performance is bad by any means, it's just that it doesn't quite stack up to the old one, but it's still good, especially for being, like I said, a fresher fragrance. Let's go and jump into the comparisons between 2018 and 2016. Now, as I said before, I am a huge fan of the 2016. You guys know I am a huge fan of this fragrance. It does great on me. So I do hold this one to higher standards. I just want to give a big shout out real quick to Jason Cartieri. I believe that's how you say your last name. If not, I apologize. But he actually just sold me another bottle of this stuff for a really good price I should have coming soon, because I am trying to stock up on this stuff, because you guys know it is one of my favorites. But so big shout out to you, man. I know you watch my channel, so I really appreciate it. But back to this, guys. I really just want to compare these two real quick. To start off, both are great. I love this one and I love this one. I know some people say that this one isn't that good compared to this one. That's not true. This one holds up really, really well. Now I will say, when you first spray this one on, it's definitely a lot more fruity to my nose. Definitely comes off more fruity. And this one is also a lot more smooth. When you first spray this one, it is a little bit of what I would say a jumbled mess is. But this one is kind of all just kind of jumbled up smelling to me when you first smell it, and it is synthetic. It is a little bit more scratchy. But this one, when you first spray it, it is a lot more smooth. It's a more smoothed out version of this one. You can definitely tell it's a little bit, comes off a little bit more higher quality, and just again more fruity and a little bit more pleasant to the nose when you first smell it. They really did away with that sort of scratchy vibe that this one has, especially in the opening. Now when they do dry down, it does start to get closer as far as terms of smell goes. They are a lot closer to each other. Both smell great. And really the main gripe I have with this one, if you can guess, is the performance. Because like I said, when comparing these two together, this one doesn't hold up. Like I said, I've gotten over 12 hours with this one every time. You know, I'd wear this at night, and then in the next day in the morning when I get in the shower, I'd be able to smell it, you know, because the heat from the shower is coming off, and I'd be able to smell this one again. And this is one I reach for in the summer when I know I have a long day ahead of me. So if I'm going out in the day to go do something, and then I'm going to go out to dinner, and then I'm going to be out after that, this is the one I'll wear, and I'll go with 2 sprays usually, because that's usually what I do, and it'll last me that whole day all into the night. And it's just crazy stuff. I reach for this one a lot. It's really a bummer that this one doesn't quite stack up to the performance of this one, and that doesn't really make this one a worse fragrance. It still smells really good. I actually might even smell a little bit better because it is more smoothed out, but performance isn't there, and that's what I look for a lot in my fragrances when it comes to performance. So really, which one is better? They're both great. This one is getting really hard to find for good prices, and honestly, it's not worth paying the extra premium just to get better performance. Don't go out and pay over $100 for this. Just don't do it. That's ridiculous. Because wait till this one hits discounters and go out and grab this one for a good price. And if the performance isn't that good on you at all, carry a decant if you like it. There's no problem with doing that. So in the end, guys, both are great. Neither one really wins this battle. Which one should you buy? Just go with this one. If you can't find this one for a good price, go with this one. There's no problem with that. Great stuff. Again, I almost prefer the smell of this one because it is more fruity, a lot more smoothed out, and I just really like it. But again, this one of my favorites for the summer. Absolute banger of a fragrance, and when it's in the air, when both of these are in the air, it's gonna do you wonders. So that is my comparison and review of this one and these two. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, I was a little late, but I just really didn't feel like picking this up for retail when I already have like 3 bottles of this. There's really no point. I don't really need it, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this cleared some stuff up. I know a lot of people have been asking to see this video. And like I said, if you were a fan of this one and maybe you sold it or you ran out or whatever the case is, go out and buy this one. You're not going to be disappointed. The differences aren't that big. Like I said, the main differences is the performance, and this one is still not bad by any means. It's better than most fresh fragrances, and that's pretty good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to check out my Instagram down below. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, and peace.